Oh, look at that. No games today. Scary, scary times. Nah, normally when I do these videos, I like to take my time and, talk. It's kind of like a vlog to me, right? I get to sit down here, express some things, talk about stuff going on in my personal life. It's been a crazy year. On top of that, it's been a crazy, like, past 3 years. So, a lot of things been bothering me. And one of the bigger ones right now is how, life works, right? I've had some friends that I've lost in the past couple of years, like really close friends. And the theme in which I lost them is very similar, but however, it still like impacted me really bad, right? And some of these people were really inspirational to me, right? Like I really looked up to them. We're gonna go through some videos because they have some YouTube channels, and one was really hard to find, but I'm gonna go through some of the videos and kind of show you like some of my friends, my personal friends, not the friends I have online, but the ones like I grew up with, and a couple people that I met like recently. You could tell this is a hard video. Anyway, I gotta shave. Speed that. I normally don't do like a full screen camera. This kind of bothers me. But I only had to do it because like I want to talk. You know what I'm saying? I want to express some things and stuff. So this is one of my friends I grew up with. He passed away a few years ago, car accident, and he was a great guy, fantastic photographer, great personality, sweet dude. Um, it sucks that life played out the way it played out, but I just want to share with you some of like the classic things that really inspired me to like to make videos. Uh, he was really a good guy when it comes to making skits. It's some of the stupidest things. Forgive me, everything you see. We were a bunch of teenagers at the time, so like I wasn't in these. There's like a couple that I was in, but you're gonna see some things that are in an average teenage room. You know what I mean? Don't worry about it. Question mark. Anyway, let's check it out. You can't. Yeah. The amount of cheesy skit work, bro. Like the comedy was a bare minimum. All improv, by the way. There was like no script for any of this. Like they just went out and did it. Anyway, that right there is my friend Johnny. Um, I'm gonna let the rest of the clip speak for itself. I can't really talk about this much. It's just hard. Also, all weapons in this are there are props. There are props. They're all airsoft guns. There's just nothing real. Brother in Christ, just die. What's happening here? Most exaggerated ending. Now, if they put this in John Wick, it would have been fire. I'm just saying, my opinion. Bro, when I watched this back, like whenever I just need something to laugh at, I come back to this exact same video because it was a classic. Like, there's so many more things that they have on the channel, like random little skits, Walmart shenanigans, the stuff that we like would normally do. Again, I'm not in any of these videos besides like a couple of skating ones. I was just always home. I rarely ever want to go out, and plus, it was just I was in love at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, show me other things. But it's my boy Johnny. I miss him to this day. There's some pictures everywhere. I probably pop one here or pop one there or just not pop one at all. You'll see when you see. There's another one. This one's more impactful than anything. It's a friend that had recently.
You need to have that.
Oh, gosh, this is a friend that had recently passed away. I'm not sure about the copyright music. I don't really care much for it because this ain't gonna be monetized anyway. But he also passed in a vehicle related incident. Um, yeah, that one hurt. That one hurt. If it wasn't for him, honestly, I wouldn't have gotten a PC to stream better. I wouldn't have gotten the things I needed at the time. I was struggling bad. I had like this apartment that was the size of like just a box. It was like one room, and that room was like really, really small, like really small. But it was a studio. It was something, right? And then like once you walk up a small little staircase, boom, you're in the kitchen that immediately connects to the bathroom, and then the bathroom connects to the front door to lead the studio. Like it was bare minimum, but it was better than sleeping in a car, right? And so I was talking to them a lot, and I always go out with them on the weekends. And Dan, he's like, hey, I could get up with a PC. I was willing to pay whatever. Right? To me, it didn't matter. But no, he gave it to me, and I upgraded it. I did what I had to do, and because of that PC, I was able to get a huge jump in subs. I was at like what 7,000 at the time, and now like we're 15K. We're 15K. I'm currently not using that same PC because I've upgraded to something bigger, but I still have that one, right? And it's hard for me to even want to part with it because it came from such a fantastic friend. Sorry about that. I'm getting choked up. Anyway, they played this skit at the viewing of him talking about life, and I kind of want to share it because like it's really motivating. And I felt like at the time when I needed to hear some words from his mouth, this was like a way for him to convey. And yeah.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You know,
I know it's like a pause it immediately, but this guy is such a dummy, bro. Why the spatula? Why the spatula on the microphone? He got dressed up. You know what? I'll let him speak for himself.
it's on the spatula, and these two that won't even record. The only way to record audio is with the spatula.
He's right. All right, perfect. Nice.
115 pounds later, every single one of those times I ate a jelly bean or like Crush or whatever I drank, dude, every single time I'm just sitting there thinking that wasn't just for a video, dude. That was my life. Dude, I might look decent now. I mean, I'm wearing the drip for the video because, you know, your boy's gonna dress up for the video.
Brother.
But no, as far as that set me back, it was almost a blessing. I know, oh my god, he quit, he died. No. The stuff that got me through trying to improve and becoming where I'm at today, not to flex and say like, oh my god, he's Bill Gates, he has billions and billions and billions of dollars. No. But the change in my life that I've made, not to toot my own tutor, but I think I did pretty good.
So, towards the beginning, he mentioned like 150-pound difference. I didn't believe it, but before he used to be a big guy, like he's a really fat guy, and he changed drastically by choice. So that's the moral of life. Basically, you got to make the choices here and now. Don't wait for the opportunity to pop up, and then you still take your time making the choice, even if the opportunity pops up. You make the opportunity in life. That's how it is. But it's a dummy. I had to put on the drip for the video. The spatula getting on my damn nerve.
Right? And obviously as a man, everyone has improvements to make. You need to have that next goal, the next thing to push for. In general, I don't tend to have a lot of regrets because the way I view things now is you learn. We're flipping the microphone over, sorry, the spatula over. You tend to learn from things, so there's no point in being here. I don't tend to have regrets. I have learning lessons. There are regrettable things you can do.
So that's at their job. They're like car detailing, vinyl wraps and such. And they just got some new equipment, and this is literally what happened day one.
But you don't necessarily have to beat yourself up about it. Like, it depends on the extent, obviously. Like, if I've hurt friendships, I've hurt people. However, they're learning lessons, and that's the beauty of being young, is you can learn from it. Don't make an excuse from it. Don't be like, oh, well, I'm young, so I can smack Susie in the face, right? I'm not saying that. I'm not condoning that. But you have a little leeway. But that brings me to the next thing as a part of this retrospective. That man, that dude, that guy, he always stood up for what he was into and what he believed in. Fucking tearing up right now, bro. Good for you, dude. Good. When it's something that you genuinely believe in and it's your thing, voice it. And don't let people change your mind. To kind of wrap this up, the final nail in the coffin. Thanks for watching. I have lost my marbles officially. This is the new direction. It's now a conversation. It's now a view into my philosophy.
No idea why he's standing on his bed. My bed's over there. I refuse to stand on it. But, I mean, rock out, I guess.
Not to say I'm a philosopher or anything, but it's just some conversations on some things I've noticed. Because, again, I'm not saying I'm like this great person, but considering I went from the fat gamer nerd, who was very antisocial, could not talk to women, did not have friends, was not genuinely happy, to where I am now, where I am genuinely happy. I think that could be something I have to offer to this world. I believe in finding a purpose is what gives you the drive and the reason to exist, especially as a man. Because that's where I come from. I can't speak for females because, to be honest, I don't know.
We never know.
But that's the new direction I'm trying to take this. I'm trying to help you with the things that helped me. I'm not trying to say I'm great, I'm better than you, I can teach you things, but I do have a genuine pleasure not helping people. I'm not smart enough to be a teacher. I sure as hell ain't going to college, but it gives me genuine happiness and purpose when I help people, whether it be, in the gym or with relationships. If I can help people, help my fellow man, that could be my purpose. I'm just trying to get closure, right? Because that was my identity. That's all I knew, right? So that's how my life was, and that. Yeah, this is when I met the crew. So everyone in this video, you guys are my homies now. It's actually crazy, how well we've gotten along in the past couple months. But enjoy this. A lot of cool cars, a lot of cool guys.
Eventually, I'll pause it.
Yeah, this is what pretty much started it all. Now I'm doing regular meets, meeting up with these guys. We have a blast every single time, and
So these things are posted after he had passed.
This is what opened me up to the community, and this is what caused all these good times to continue happening. So yeah, enjoy. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Yeah. But get rid of the spatula. To kind of more push on the purpose of this video is I've lost people in my life and in my life, geez, in more ways than one. Some of them are still living, some of them aren't. And naturally, whether they're gone from this world or still here, and there's a separation of life, you still gotta live on, right? But at the end of the day, it's your life. And you have to accomplish what you want to accomplish here and now while you still have the chance to live it. There's a saying where it's, if you couldn't do it in your 20s, do it in your 30s. If you couldn't do your 30s, do it in your 40s, but etc. No. If you can do it now, do it now. If you can get things done in your life now, or even take small steps, consistent progression, do it now. I've gotten to a point where whether I lose somebody now or not, it shouldn't stop me from getting to where I want to be or still making the steps. It might slow down the progress a little bit. Oh yeah, but it's not going to stop me. I know there was a video that I had, which will be here, about me talking about some things that are bothering me, especially when I was becoming more and more successful here on the platform. That, my mother, my son, etc., etc. And some of those things still bother me to this day, but the more you move around with weight, the easier it gets to move around. But the longer you wear those weights, the more wear and tear you put on your body, which means by the time you finally get to the point where you take the weights off and you feel lifted, your body's just too exhausted. You have no drive left to do anything else. You can't. You gotta deal with all the consequences of the wear and tear. Chase your dreams. Now, today. Once you finish this video, even mid-video, pause. Chase your dream. Do something. I'm not gonna do much, no fancy editing, no background music for this one. Just a little sit down and talk. I let Dan's clip play on longer. I thought it was gonna be shorter, but I'm probably not gonna edit that out. I'll let the whole thing rock. And I'm hoping you take some kind of inspiration from this. Do your thing. The past couple months have been insane personally. I find such a pleasure doing what I'm doing because the people I meet in the community I meet, and the way they show up every single time, even if they're just a lurk, the fact they show up and tune in, is amazing to me. I feel like an almost obligation to be here every day for them, the same way they're there. And I was just playing Hollow Knight Silksong, and I didn't have any ads on the entire time I was live. Why? Because it was a community building thing for me. I didn't want to sit there play this game. I know it's popular. I know it's going to do numbers. I know I'm going to get a paycheck. To me, that didn't matter. What mattered was I'm going to sit here and I'm going to play this game. And people tune in. If they want to talk and help, fine, vibe out. Don't hold my hand. But like, you know what I'm saying? Come in. Have fun. And I've built some bonds with some people. I like it. But I've been really debating on doing this longer, only for the sake of the more success you breed, the more, I can't even say jealousy, but the more envy people have for you. And the more envious they become, the more annoying they become. And the more annoying they become, the more upset you are when you're trying to build it all with people, right? That's my biggest downfall is I've been trying to build a brand. I've been trying to do things on the back. And I can't even say trying. I've accomplished these things. But now that I have these things, the hard part to do is to bring people on board that I know can fulfill the hard work that I have made and all the effort I put in, and take that hard work and that effort and push it forward and succeed on their own, right? It's not always going to be like you need somebody, but I'm a firm believer about it's not what you know, it's about who you know, right? And those things will take you a lot further in life. And I've been trying with certain people, believe it or not. But even though we built all of our platforms separately, when you want to become part of something bigger, especially a collab with someone else, YouTube just doesn't become a personal thing. It becomes more of a professional thing, right? And cool, it's all fine, Danny, to go live and play a couple of games. It's all cool to record a couple of videos in the background, but you have to, when you want to succeed, when you want to make this your living, you have to be more professional about it. And certain things were brought to my attention. And when I tried to bring them, I didn't even try to bring it directly to anybody. I just publicized it basically for the entirety of the people who are on the brand and who will be a part of it, who will be getting paid from it, etc. All I did was say, don't do a certain thing. And then that turned into a bigger problem. I'm not one for that bullshit. I am by far not one for it. I would try to speak out. And once I realize that it's not being reciprocated and energy's not the same, I don't want to hear shit from you. Seriously, I don't want to hear a damn word. I leave it at that. Why? Because I'm not going to stress about it. I'm going to go on my life. That's it. Situation happened where person took offense. Instead of talking, saying anything, they just left the Discord. Cool. By all means. Right? I barely get on Discord. So like, I didn't even know until days later. Remove me from their Discord. Like, bro, I'm not even in there anyway. So they did that. I just went and blocked them. You don't want no ties, then fucking no ties, right? And I noticed that there was a pattern with our mutual friends that were going on as well. And when I noticed that pattern, dog, I ain't for it. You feel me? I love with all my heart for sure, but I don't got time for that. So I tried to reach out to hash things out, to fix things. Person didn't want any interest in it. They didn't even say anything, actually. Even our mutual party, I'm assuming, reached out because that's what they said they'll do, to let them know that, hey, we're trying to hash this out. Nothing happened of it. And so, fuck it, about my day. And then I started seeing some of the most ridiculous oh, you couldn't even imagine, chat. You couldn't even imagine. But you know what? I'm happy that I'm an inspiration. I'm happy that I give everybody the boost to keep doing things and pushing content. I'm happy that I'm at the tip of the berg. You know what I mean? Although Rhino still got more subs than me, and that's got to change at some point. You know what I'm saying? Before this year's up, chat, maybe. Anyway, I'm done rambling. This shit's like 20 minutes long. I just want to talk. That's it. No streams, no video games, just some words of wisdom and encouragement. I wish I had more like insight to provide, but those two videos really got me kind of emotional. Yeah. Yep. By the way, I'll be leaving home for a couple days. I'll be back eventually though, just in time for our schedule. You probably won't even notice it. You don't even know when it's being recorded. But yep. Anyway, what's that sound? I think it's the outro. Oh shit, I gotta go.